All right, so we have floats, doubles, and decimals. And people have been asking over and over and over again, what's up with these suffixes? In this case, I have a suffix of f. In this case, I have no suffix. And in this case, I have a suffix of m. And that gets into the concept of implicit conversions and explicit conversions and how C# converts one data type to another data type. So before I actually define what these f's and m's are, I want to talk about the conversions between an integer and a floating point number. Inside of C#, C# is a very safe language. It was designed by Microsoft to be very safe and to prevent you from doing things that you don't want to do. If you ever read any of the blogs of the language designers or people who worked on the C# language itself, their justification for virtually every feature is, does this prevent a person from making a common mistake? In that regard, they made the type conversions of C# very safe, and they follow some very basic general rules. For example, this is allowed. Remember, this right here is an integer literal. I could have written this code like this. And it would still work. The point is that I'm assigning the value of this expression, which is in this case a variable reference, to the value of a float. This is an integer being turned into a float, and this is an example of an implicit conversion. Implicit conversion means a conversion. I don't know how I'm going to say this without basically repeating the definition, but I'll go ahead and say it anyway. An implicit conversion is a conversion that happens implicitly. Implicitly means we don't tell the C# compiler we want this to turn into a float. It just figures out, well, we're stuffing an int in a float, so the developer probably wants to convert this to a float. This conversion is allowed, and as a result is an implicit conversion. However, this conversion is not allowed. We cannot go from a float to an int.